It's a Manchu. Welcome back to the Outer Worlds. When last we left off, we found our way to... Oh, heck, where are we now? Fallbrook. I'm in Fallbrook. Sorry, I can't remember the names of these places. I'm in Fallbrook, and what I need to do now is talk to Catherine, who I think is in charge here. The spokesperson for Sublight Salvage here. Looks like Saltuna. And she should give us a lead on where we can find some valuable salvage. I think that was the whole point of this trip for Sublight Salvage. So I gotta go find her and have a talk with her. I also want to explore around here a little bit and see what there is to see. And as I begin, I want to remind you that if you find this video and you like what you see, remember to click on the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel.
My bet's on citation in the autoloader races.
Okay.
Booze like this leads to two things: bumping uglies and brawling.
Nothing wrong with that.
My bet's on citation in the autoloader races.
Okay. Who are you guys?
In the mood to chat.
Be that way. How about you?
What are you looking at?
Nothing. I'm looking at nothing. What's this building? Looks like I can get into it up here. This is clearly not where Catherine is, but I'll be darned, it's a landing pad. I could bring my ship here if I wanted to. Right? Insert ID cartridge. Okay. And there's my ship. I always wondered about that because I didn't think there was a situation where that would come up. Unauthorized users, please enter your authorization code. Everyone else, if I catch you using this thing, I'm going to tie steel to your feet and throw you in a sulfur pool. I'm sure I'm authorized, probably. Outgoing anti-Cleo perishables. Huh. They have outpost numbers, apparently. Incoming Spacer's Choice perishables. Okay. Doesn't seem all that useful. Purchase request UDL 2007. Ultra offer 51,241 bits. It seems like a lot. I don't know what it is. They're shipping a lot of supplies. That doesn't really look all that meaningful to me. I have a healthy amount of money. I could buy that that meal that I need to get in Stellar Bay. I already talked to these guys. It's over here. Workbench over here, which is cool.
What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Keep walking, Rung Leech.
No, fine, be that way. Ooh, this is a swanky office. I'm just gonna help myself to some of this stuff. Ooh, I'm lucky I didn't get spotted there.
Ain't in the mood to chat.
Okay.
Hi. Can I help you? Don't think we've spoken before. I would remember. You look, well, I wouldn't forget what you're wearing, no.
What's wrong with what I'm wearing? Anyway, why would we have spoken before?
Most of the freshies spend their first night in the saloon. Fresh to Fallbrook, I mean. Me? I've been here going on 3 days now. I'm real friendly. Figure I've talked up everyone in town by now. But not you yet.
Should I avoid eye contact with this person? Can I ask you something?
Then I'd like to answer it. If I can, that is.
How'd you wind up here? In Fallbrook, that is.
Well, Captain Criley wanted to take a pit stop. I'm the hired security, see? They pay me to guard the cargo, but right now the hull's empty. It's my first shore leave with the crew, and my maiden voyage before that. I can tell you it's been a real hoot.
Wait a minute. What crew did you say you were stationed with?
You wouldn't have heard of them. They're just a small pot of smugglers. Kept getting their spoils stolen when they went to fence them. So they hired on a merc. They didn't mind my being so talkative, or them being my first protection gig. Captain Criley, he does ask me to shut it sometimes. In fact, I probably shouldn't be flapping my gums about his crew at all.
No, that's fine. You can keep talking. I am enjoying this conversation. Hey, do you know where Devil's Peak is?
Look for the horns and you can't miss it. Even I saw them when we flew overhead.
Horns, huh?
Massive curved stone peaks if you want to get technical. They're part of the mountain terrain.
I do have somebody I'm looking for up in that direction. I don't know if I should even ask about survival tips. I can't imagine you have any, but I don't know. I'll ask. Any survival tips?
Captain warned us to take care around Devil's Peak. The bigger beasties tend to roam the slopes there. Mid-morning, I thought I'd try Fallbrook's self-guided wilderness hike, the one that leads up around the mountain. Safe enough, else they wouldn't advertise, right? Wrong. Scarcely made it back in one piece.
Interesting. So I could get to Devil's Peak from here. Alright, well, thanks for the info.
Right then. Very well.
Don't go anywhere. Yeah. Nothing really to see here.
You'd think folks were pissing in the alleyways as bad as it stinks.
Oh, they are.
So that puddle I stepped in? That wasn't beer.
It was beer. Once.
Move along.
Okay, I'm moving along. This looks like this must be the place. Hey, dude.
Ain't in the mood to chat.
Fine. How about you?
My big carts are fully loaded and ready to be spent. Bring on the recreation.
Okay. How's it going?
You don't look like a smuggler nor a dandy. Catherine sent you back here? On second thought, it's best if I don't know. What's your order?
Do you have any glacial age whiskey?
No, I don't have any... Ugh. If it's only a drink you're after, the full bar's upstairs. This here's the ante up, where you place your bets.
What can I bet on?
Tossball, autoloader races, card games, you name it. I ain't picky. And neither is Catherine. We'll both break your legs if you lose, then shirk on paying.
I think I'll get out of your very well done hair. He does have nice hair, though. Ooh, I like your hat.
Not now, you'll jinx my luck.
Oh, sorry. Catherine, I've been told to report to you.
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
Crude but forthright. I admire that.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise.
How is this a charm option? I'm not going to insult her place. I'll just say, yeah, you're real friendly.
I do so try. Might try more for you. 'Cause I like interesting folks. So what are you in the market for, stranger? I got vice, virtue, and everything in between. Well, I'm half listening.
I guess half listening is the best I'll get out of you. Actually, I'm the fixer for your sublight problem.
Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia.
Cascadia, huh? Alright, how special and what sort of something?
Special as in unlawful, delicate, and deadly. As to the something, no, it ain't a person. Not this time. One of my runners uncovered a cache of Alta Vitae gas, left in a lab when the board abandoned Cascadia. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe.
Why don't I feel reassured when you say that's totally safe? You just said it was delicate and deadly.
Meaning safe for me and my crew.
Oh,
Seeing as it ain't us undertaking the risk.
great. So what is Alta Vitae gas?
Do I look like one of them egghead science types? All I know is that labs use it to create plants and livestock out of local species. But it's a controlled commodity, available only to the board, so it is of high value on the dark market.
Ah, I see. I can see what you're going with. Okay. Alright, I can get that done.
I do like your gumption, but let's not be hasty. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is overrun by marauders. The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with mantis. You gotta fight through or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system?
Alright, I can figure that out.
Clever! That's why Lilia's paying you, I take it.
Oh, I thought you were paying me.
After you clear the mantis nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option, though, unless you want to get dead.
Don't worry. Technical skills is my specialty. Plasma option sounds fun. Yeah, well, I have Pravati with me, and I'm pretty good at wrench myself.
Load vapors into a liquid propellant tank? I think I know how to do that. No, I can do that. I think. Yes. Mostly? Definitely.
Dandy. Did I mention the gas is of an extremely volatile nature? Handle it with the utmost of care. Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest of it. I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. Use the passcode Antediluvian on the terminal to get in. But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue. For a fine fee, of course.
You just said the magic words. I might be interested.
Good. This particular matter of opportunity has been eating at me for a while now. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that.
Is this going to involve murdering things and people?
Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it for me.
What specifically do you want me to do?
Kill him, run him out. I don't rightly care for the details. So long as Clive knows resistance to me is costly and futile. Hit him where it hurts. In his gut or his production lines ought to make do.
So say I wanted to sabotage the factory.
Then I'd say you might care to poison the cysty pigs, doctor a few financial records, or throw a wrench in the canning machinery.
Alright, I guess that sounds good.
It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be.
Nice. I think we've just joined the Mafia. I'm not sure how to feel about this operation.
They do not produce derelict entertainment such as this on Byzantium, I assure you. Booze like this leads to two things: bumping uglies and brawling.
Folks I never met before are my most favorite kind. So, what's your story?
Well, it's the strangest thing, really. But I was frozen in space for 70 years, and then one day...
Let me just stop you right there, stranger. My question, it's not one I really want an answer to.
Then why'd you
Not
ask?
unless it accompanies some extra bits. Understand?
Alright.
Splendid. We appear to be of the same mind.
You serve drinks at this bar, right?
Your eyes do not deceive you. This bar serves the sweetest firewater in all of Fallbrook. I got some snacks on offer too from time to time.
So, is this a sublight bar?
If you're asking if it's Sublight owned, then yes. If you're asking if we give discounts to Sublight employees, then the answer is not only no, but doubly no. Ms. Malin built the bar, the saloon, and the town to boot. If you got business with Sublight, I suggest you follow up with her.
Alright, let's see what you got to drink. Okay. Looks like maybe there's work I could do for her, too. Should I just go full on with this Mafia thing and do all the work I can for them? Wow, there's a lot of empty bottles in here. Yeah, on the one hand, I kind of would like to do a lot of stuff for these people. On the other hand, I've already got a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot on my plate as it is, but what the heck? Let's ask her if I can do anything for her.
You look parched. Have a seat, stranger. So, what's your story?
I'm looking for work if you have any.
Who ain't these days? Everything runs through Ms. Malin here, so you might start with her.
Alright, well, never mind then. Because I already talked to her. Alright. We're gonna do the Mafia's work for them and try to muscle in on this
I don't think I
Sister
like
Pig
Miss
business.
Catherine. Not just on account of the swearing, though she swears awful much.
Efficient, clever, ruthless. I like her.
Vicar Max, you are hard to figure out. Goods and sundry. Let me check in here. I think he had like a special ID I could get from him.
My dry goods come 75% guaranteed mold-free. Or was that 75% mold-free? No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
Catherine said you could give me an ID coverage for the C&P factory.
Not so fast. My biometric IDs are special goods. Only on offer to special clients. You cotton?
Am I what in the who now? Well, obviously my skills of persuasion are not that good, so maybe some other time.
If some other time means during my business hours of 0500 to 1900 7 days a week, then sure. Elsewise, you ought to know I keep a guard sprat named Banshee, and she's real mean.
Well, let's see what you have for sale in your regular goods. Man, I kind of want to buy this gear. +5 dialogue skills, +5 lie. It's kind of cool, specialized stuff. Oh, wait, aha! I remember hearing something about this. So these data pads should give me leads on some other special weapons. The screen is cracked and most of the keys are non-functional, fused together from plasma damage. All but a few entries are unreadable. Of those remaining, only snippets can be viewed. Entry 1, Orpal Sauber. You are reassigned effective IM. Must report to the Site Safety Commander Saunders by 1600 HST. Transport provided by non-corporate contractor. Reliable. Proceed overland to research Fact East Town. Designation Fallbrook. Huh. Entry 2. Kind of shithole facility is this? I'm never accepting a promotion again unless it comes with a gilded Hastity. Keeps losing her damn keycard. Expects me to find it for her. Not her fucking Swain. At least Powell is easy on the eyes. Entry 3. Shit wrapped fucking alarm went off again before I got a chance to try the weapon. Seen anything like it. Itch. Chastity used it for a damn prank. Now Sanders is going to look it up and I'll never... Perfect for crowd control. Easy to maintain order in the townships once they get their hands on glue. Huh. Okay, I don't fully understand that one. This databad contains personal journal of Mercer Cole, a low-level sublight contractor. Most entries pertain to slagging his teammates or complaining about shit-for-pay contracts. The last entry reads, "Can't believe we found fucking Elavite gas in a hibernated Rizzo lab out in the dust back. Lawite? Olivite? Whatever it's spelled, it's worth a shit ton. Who the fuck used that to make candy? Looks like old Gertie's hunch is going to prove out. Not that I'll ever tell her so. The way she goes primal at the slightest hint of criticism. Too much product for us to transport. Gonna need a ship to smuggle this off-world. Probably need Lilia Hagen to send a team. No way Miss Malin can handle this job out of Fallbrook. Been working on Remy. Plying him with pale ale he likes. Figure if I get him nice and sloshed, he'll tell me the password into that place. Did some exploring while he and Gertie were testing the Alawiti gas. Found an old elevator shaft, a lab coat modded into Heidi's spot for some dandified weapon. Thing's probably worth enough to make me right top ranger after I go back for it. Old Mercer's getting himself to Byzantium, you can bet on it. Can't let Remy or Gertie find out about it. Gertie'd go all full-blown and demand I split the profits. Remy, he'd probably send me to the boneyard and keep it for himself. Okay, I wasn't sure I fully understood that, but it sounded like a lead anyway. Okay, thank you very much. Who's this?
You shopping for pre-owned or new? If you bloody it, you buy it. Store policy.
So I guess I'm kind of impressed by this town of Fallbrook built into a mountain.
Yeah, and? Do I look like the city planner? I wasn't exactly consulted on the blueprints when Catherine started building out Fallbrook. But now that you mention it, I reckon she had her reasons to hide us.
Hide you from who? Monarchs of lawless land.
We got smugglers, outlaws, mavericks, and Byzantium socialites flying in and out of Fallbrook all the time. Why openly spit in the board's eye?
Okay. So why are the socialites showing up here?
They're so self-important the way they strut around, preening and flashing their pricey gadgets. Makes for easy marks. Keeps our pockets lined with bits.
Huh. Okay. I can see why you like them here. So who's the top dog around here?
Town Sublight owned and run. Caters to a variety of clientele. The one you want to avoid pissing off the most is Catherine. Prove bad for her business, and she'll kneecap you without a second thought.
Alright, what do you got to trade? So this is our weapons merchant. Okay, thanks. What's up here? Shh. Ow. That was a little further than I expected to fall. I meant to do that. I totally meant to do that. Alright, so, oh wait. Let me find that workbench that I saw earlier. Is it over here?
Remind me never to get on Ms. Malin's bad side.
You know how their
Crap.
folk are all crusty outside, but warm and squishy inside? I'm pretty sure she's crust all the way through.
Where was that workbench? Okay, now. Well, I'm going to explore around here a little bit more. I got this gear. Hang on a second. So I put that stuff on. It's designed to boost my conversation skills. And it does that, but my lie and persuade still are not high enough to do what I wanted to do, so I'll keep that gear around, but I'm not going to wear it now. But I'm going to explore around here a little bit more, and then I'm going to head back towards Stellar Bay. One of the things to do was to find that special weapon for Stellar Bay to give them a better chance of influencing the board to take them back in. Then there was some kind of murder mystery to investigate back there that I never followed through with. Right. Hello?
Take a gander at that mug. I ain't ever seen someone so adept looking my whole life.
Well, that's awfully kind of you, mister.
I get the sense this fellow isn't entirely sincere.
Oh, now, come on.
Are you saying I'm not good looking?
All I mean is, well, rather that, you don't seem like the usual pigeons we pluck. No offense, of course, if you are a Byzantium goldblood. Say, I'd like to do you a favor. Might I interest you in a surefire scheme? Wink, wink.
Did you just say wink at me instead of actually winking?
Don't believe I did. No? Wink. Pure and simple, it's like this. I run our drug delivery service. Recently, I had the genius idea to cut costs in half by swapping our autoloaders with faster, cheaper sprats.
Sprats? You're using sprats as drug mules. That, brilliant, just brilliant.
See? I know a fellow genius when I clap eyes on him. Too right you are. Only problem is my sprat carriers ain't arrived from their latest run. As I was saying, you look more capable than most of the hoople heads around these parts. What say you locate him and retrieve the goods for me? In return, I'll cut you 5% of the profit.
5%? Why don't I just find him and keep the stuff? No.
Well, my ma always did say, you want any dealing done right, you gotta do it yourself.
Well, then maybe you should go do it yourself. Freaking idiot. Using sprats as drug mules. How stupid is that guy? Alright, I'm out. Let's see if we can't find that special weapon.
Got it. Inside voices.
There's some kind of critters around.
Here we go.
Manta Queen. Oh, God. Never run into one of these before. Spawns manta swarms, burns enemies with a ranged plasma blast, absorbs energy while blocking, and can release it in a blast of plasma. Once ate a hat. Okay. Alright, let's try this. I got its attention.
Down they go!
Don't mess with us!
Oh, that wasn't too bad. You're always worried. Oh, wait. No, it was just in its death throes. I think. Here's something else. I don't see anything. Mantacarapace, hang on. Hard upper shell of a mantisaur. Huh. Still has some fleshy butts stuck to it. Oh, God. I missed you. Tell you what. Is that it? Okay. They're not that scary. I was worried. Wait. I can't seem to loot it. Oh well. This looks like the bridge that's out.
Hello there.
The
A
heck?
word, if I may be so bold.
What are you doing up here? Hey, dude.
Well now, here I thought those mantisaurs had peacefully exited the premises. But you're a simpler explanation. Thanks for the assistance. Name's Weston. Every once in a while, I set up shop along these here roads. You find yourself in need of resupply, you come on by. Care to purchase a thing or two?
The heck are you doing? Wait. Well, let's see what you got to trade. Wow, it's a Mark II plasma rifle. It's good. Well, he had some pretty potent looking weapons available for sale, but unfortunately, I can't afford them. What is that? Better go try and check that out. It looks like a hatch that leads to something. I'm not sure how to get there from here. Ow, 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 ow. 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 A new flaw. Acrophobia. No longer function well when the ground is far beneath you. Phobic dex -1, perception -1, temperament -1. Okay. I'm now afraid of heights. And I get a perk for that. I guess I'll go with this one. Bonus to extra headshot weak spot damage. So I'm going to have to stay away from high places now. I'm not sure when that's going to take effect. There's a hatch right over here. What's over here?
What happened here?
Keep your guard up. Whoever got to them may still be nearby.
In the meantime, I will collect some loot. Looks like a marauder. Did I already search that? Yeah. Alright, let's go back and check that hatch out. Smuggler Tunnel. Whoa. Hang on. Let me check something. Noise range 30 meters. Okay. And the other weapon, this one, noise range 10 meters. Yeah. Also, it looks like I need to repair this. Can I repair this? There we go. Alright, so this is quieter, so I'll use this. Some kind of... looks like some kind of tripwires here. Can I disable these or anything? Doesn't look like it. Looks dangerous. Did I kill something? Apparently. I definitely disabled some of those tripwires. There's like mines all over the place here. Sorry, Pravati. The sprats are not hostile. The heck? Ah, okay. Hey, little guy. Something I can interact with? Did I set that off, or did something else set that off? Yeah, figured out how to disable the tripwires. I hope there's something really cool in here. Something worth all this effort. Crap. I think I'm killing sprats out here. There's definitely some valuables in here. It's down on the other side here. Wait. Man, there's a lot of mines in here. Shoot! There's mines freaking all over the place. Missed it. Missed it again. There you go. There. I don't see any more mines here. Found another one. There's another one. Who's that dude? Hope you don't mind me setting off all your traps. What is that symbol on the bottom of my screen right now? I don't know what that symbol means. It's something relating to this weapon specifically. I'll have to look it up at some point. There's a dude over here. Arthur. You okay, friend?
Stay back. I may be wounded, but I'm still armed. How'd you get past my traps anyway?
Yeah, never mind that. What are you doing in this cave?
Hiding from the marauders that hit us, obviously. Now your turn.
Can I just take a look at your wounds?
That feels a mite better. Wish I had something to give you, but I gnawed through my last spratwurst an hour ago.
So tell me, what happened here?
Catherine had us making drops for some big shot client out here. And before you ask, I don't know who they are. Or were. The whole point of making drops in the middle of nowhere was to keep their identity and whereabouts a secret.
Looks like that turned out well.
Yeah. I guess the marauders noticed because they were waiting for us. Blew the bridge and took off with the goods.
So where'd the marauders go?
Last I saw, they were heading back up the hill. You'll see it on the right when you get out of here. If you got the sand to go after him, I'm sure Catherine can reward you for your trouble. Me? I'm headed back to Fallbrook, just as soon as I've caught my breath. Shh.
Okay, well, good luck with that. In the meantime, you mind if I, check out these supplies that you've left? Because there's a lot of them here. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in here. This seems like it was worth the effort. Well, friend, I hope you're good to move soon, because I'm taking all your stuff as a reward.
Nicely done.
Okay, looks like I got all the stuff that there is to get here. Have I explored the whole cave? I believe I have. Yep, looks that way. Alright, let's head back. Hopefully I have disabled all the traps and mines. All right. Let's see if we can track down these marauders. And maybe there's a reward for turning the cargo. A reward for returning the cargo, or maybe I could just, you know, take it for myself and sell it. River here. Man, there's some nasty, spoopy noises here. Mantisaur drone. In a very bad mood.
Here we go. Subtle work, Captain.
Nice hit! I'm off.
You okay, Vicar Max? That's quite a blood-curdling scream there. Now at this point, I'm not sure if I'm still on the trail of the marauders or not. This doesn't look right. Man, I don't know. Don't really see anything. Wait a second. Marauder lookout. Wanted to be an accountant. Now that dream will go unfulfilled. Well, this must be the Marauder hideout I was looking for. UDL lab. Hey, I think there was something I needed there. Wait a minute, UDL lab. A UDL data pad liberated from corporate patrol mentions a research facility in the wilderness. Huh. So this might be the location of a science weapon.
Please, you don't have to do this. Just let us down from here. The humidity is really uncomfortable.
I hear them, but I don't see them anywhere. Wait.
Look, I didn't mean what I said about your outfit. It's very fashionable, I swear.
As bystanders, does this make us complicit?
I probably could have saved whoever that was if I'd been quicker about it. But unfortunately, I wasn't quicker about it. What's this? Chastity's hideaway key. The next person who sets the alarm off as a joke is getting the lost time taken out of their paycheck. It was funny the first time, not the last 27. Alarm triggered. Okay, sorry, I can't find my key card. So you set off the alarm, you could have knocked. Huh. Marauders, help. Everyone's lockdown protocols, Powell. How many do you see? Laws, they're everywhere. Come on, I need details. Check up your ass, because I'm pretty sure they've got something lodged in there. Oh, for the love of. What is it now? Cost my Lee card. Chastity, are you drunk? Chastity? No. Oh, for censored language inconsistent with UDL standards. If I have to deal one more false alarm, I'll censor language inconsistent with UDL standards. But not before I've censored language inconsistent with UDL standards. Fish sticks. Architect's balls. You asleep out there? What? No. Let's get inside. Marauders are really here this time. I'm not falling for that. Get back to work. I mean it. Okay. I don't know if I should read that stuff. It's, cases, you know, the boy who cried wolf. Kept losing her ID card and getting drunk and needing to set off the alarm to get in. So I think, I infer from that if I set off the alarm, it'll open the doors and let me in. However, if I can get in without setting off the alarm, I'd prefer that. Just doing a sweep around this facility here. Oh, there's a door right up there.
Impressive, as always.
I'm starting to get concerned because locks are starting to get more difficult. And I haven't improved my lockpick or hacking skill in a while. Might get to the point where I no longer have the skill to pick any locks.
Easy does it.
Huh. I don't know where that person was that they killed. Somebody over there on the roof or something. That's barred. I think we want to switch over to this weapon. This isn't as stealthy is the only issue. That might be the scientist that was killed. Wow, that's really difficult. I have to see if I can find a weapons terminal keycard, because I'm not hacking that.
One down.
I'm glad I'm not playing on supernova mode because my companions would be dead. Sorry about that, folks. I don't even want to know what's in those jars. Lots of loot. Expecting to find maybe a science weapon in here? Nothing yet. This terminal is only to be used by UDL personnel with A237 clearance. If you are reading this without A237 clearance, please report to your supervisor for immediate termination and disciplinary action, including but not limited to fines in excess of 100,000 bits, detention in a UDL authorized incarceration center for up to 136 months, mandatory corporate policies and values seminars, So incarceration and re-education. Revocation of company lounge and or bathroom privileges. Oh, that really burns. Project Lorem Ipsum shall result in a potent, mostly non-lethal crowd control gas for use against rioting, agitated, or excessively numerous crowds. Rich sulfur pockets make Monarch a prime site for testing and experimentation. Early results show promise, but further research is necessary. UDL disavows all knowledge of and responsibility for Lorem Ipsum. All data in this report is considered proprietary knowledge of UDL. Okay, maybe I should copy that. Cool. Just reporting in to let you know the lab's all set up. We found a good sulfur pocket to drill into. So the data's coming in, but this place smells awful. The only local we've had to make contact with is a sublight boss in Fallbrook. She doesn't ask questions, but I'm pretty sure she's gouging us. And we're all getting sick of expired cysty bits. Sanders. It's supposed to smell awful, that's the point. And I don't care what sublight is charging as long as it keeps your presence there quiet. If word gets out, we're going to spend the rest of our lives in corporate re-education seminars. I don't want to hear from you again until you have a working formula. Once we've got that, you and the rest of the lab rats can come to Byzantium and live on cacao ribs, all I care. And come up with a better name for the project. Something flashy and catchy, but that the rest of the management will take seriously. Maybe Waterloo or Danger Burn. I'm sick of my boss asking me why I'm forgetting to fill out parts of my reports. Alternate project titles. If Valdez wants a better title, see how she likes these. She's going to be furious if she ever finds this list, and I'm not covering for you. Make sure these are good and hidden. Thunderdog, Eggs Mayhem, Skunk Parade, Fuck You Valdez. What? I want my raise. Huh. That's interesting. There's a lavatory. Wait, did I search that? Yeah. It's through this door. Alternate way out or in. That data that I downloaded, was it a way to hack into this terminal down here? Am I missing something? Aha! Found it. Alright, now let's see if I can hack into this. This terminal is to be used only by UDL personnel with S564 clearance. Attention at a UDL authorized incarceration center for up to 349 months, and a personal letter from Chairman Rockwell expressing his extreme disappointment. Letter not actually written by Chairman Rockwell, however, it is an approximation of his tone and vocabulary with a 99.8% degree of accuracy, so you should still feel very ashamed. Yeah, okay. Research logs. After successful trials, management has decided to put Project Not a Toy on hold. UDL will instead pursue projects with a wider area of effect for more practical large-scale crowd control. Before anyone asks, this does not mean I'm unlocking the gun. Still off limits. Early results are promising. We've managed to increase the surface tension of the gloop to create a controlled and predictable spread of the substance. Management wants a catchier name, though. Note, I told Powell we're not calling the project Sticky Bits, but he refused to refer to it as anything else. It doesn't even make sense. The gloop particles are nearly frictionless. Powell and Chastity have started to show interest in the project, which should be good, but their trials seem to involve covering various hard-to-reach surfaces in goop and launching expensive equipment at them. I'm gonna have a talk with them. Someone filled my underwear drawer with gloop. I have theories. Chastity used the gloop gun in our office paintball game yesterday. She said it was a mistake, but this is the third time she's made the same mistake. And she managed to cover the door panel with the stuff. Damn thing's been going haywire ever since. Do you know how hard it is to clean goop? Chastity doesn't, because every time I pull out the latex and solvent, she remembers she's got actual work to do. From now on, I'm locking the damn gun up. Let's unlock the containment unit. Hack that one. To confirm that you are an authorized Universal Defense Logistics Security Specialist, please answer the following questions. You are attending a company meeting at HHC headquarters in Byzantium, and vile dissidents attack the building. What is your priority? Well, I think the answer is obvious, but I'm just going to hack it. I'm confused as to what happened there. Please enter password. Alright, well, protect the chairman, obviously. Correct response. Registered proceeding with security check. Question 2. You're perusing one of our many UDL personal safety mega outlets and enjoy our fine selection of employee compliance equipment. When you're approached by a stranger, he makes an offhand comment that could be construed as an indirect insult to Chairman Rockwell. This is less clear. Do I berate him relentlessly to defend the chairman's honor, smile and walk away, or engage him further to assess his intent? I'm going to say engage him further to assess his intent. Incorrect. Crap, do I got to do this again? Alright, berate him relentlessly to defend the chairman's honor. You and your spouse have a healthy, loving relationship, but one day you discover that they have been reading unsanctioned stories to your children. What do you do? I guess I should arrest my spouse and admit my children to a re-education program. Okay. Use of prototype crowd suppression weapon GL009 has been authorized. Indoor use of this weapon will result in any cleaning fees being deducted from your paycheck. Have a pleasant day. Ooh. We're gonna have to try that weapon out. Uses energy weapons. It's heavy as sin. It's a heavy weapon. Well, I look forward to an opportunity to try that weapon out. And maybe we'll get to try it out next time. That's going to have to be it for today. I stumbled upon this UDL lab I wasn't expecting. Found a science weapon. That's pretty cool. I am trying to make my way to this arms storage facility and get that super weapon that Sanjar, whatever his name was talking about. And hopefully I'll be able to get there and try out this new, what is it here? This thing. That is a funky looking weapon, though. And we'll try it next time when I'm on Chooses the Outer Worlds.